Wife had actually been stepping out of the marriage numerous times. Friends and family said that she was messing around with bus drivers, customers, strangers, all of the above. The wife had called 911, screaming and yelling, saying that she had came home from shopping and found her husband face down on the floor. They come and pronounce him DOA. They take her down for questioning, ask her, what happened, where was she, all of those like typical questions. And then they asked her, was there anyone in particular, anyone that may try to do harm to your husband, he had issues with, anyone, any problems? And she was like, you know what, yeah, I think there is somebody. I had actually filed a police report on this guy. He had stolen some things from me. Mind you, it was a gun, some cash, and some calling cards. You need to look into that guy. They find the guy, ask him questions. He was like, no, she filed a false police report. I didn't steal anything from her. She was mad because I didn't give her any sexual favors. She brought him over to their house. He didn't feel comfortable because he wasn't sure if the husband was going to come home. And he was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to get caught. She files a police report. They were like, are you willing to do a polygraph test? He was like, yeah. He passes the polygraph test and they rule him out as a suspect. And they're like, we really need to look back into this wife, right? They look into the wife, and what they found in the trunk of her car kind of like shifted the investigation. In the trunk of her car, they find letters between her and a prison inmate. In those letters, they're confessing their love for each other. She's talking about how horrible her life is with her husband. So they go to the prison and get the recordings of the conversations. There's 18 conversations in particular where these two are talking about what they're going to do when he's released, planning out what they're going to do to the husband and what they're going to do after. They had planned that when he was going to get released days later, she was going to go shopping, he was going to come to the house and unalive the husband. When the pen pal was questioned, he said that she had nothing to do with it, that he was over at the house because he was smoking with the husband. They got into it and they fought, and he was protecting himself. He tried to make it that it was self-defense. So when they questioned her, she didn't know that they already had found the hotel, found all the details from their conversations. She was playing stupid, talking about, I didn't know that he was going to come out and do it for real. I was just writing, like basically saying that I was just going through a lot in my marriage. I didn't expect him to come out and unalive my husband. You're a liar. They found the hotel that you booked under your name. They found all the bloody clothes and stuff that he had at that hotel. You had called insurance asking about when you were going to get your money. Mind you, she had 2 insurance policies out on her husband, totaling to like $1 million. She then thought that she wasn't going to get charged because she didn't pull the trigger. They said, yeah, no, we're going to charge you. They charged them both with the same thing. When the guy had his trial, it went by quickly, and they actually handed down first degree, and the punishment was death penalty. On her trial, it lasted weeks, and the crazy part was she wanted to do her own closing argument, and she asked for the death penalty because she'd rather be on death row than to be in Gen Pop 25 to life, if that's what she was going to get. So they're both facing time on death row.